Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Got a couple bucks you can spare? I'm trying to get some food.
Sorry, man. I don't have any cash on me.
You any change?
Sorry. Only credit.
I take credit.
Wait, what?
You said all you had was credit? I said that'll work. What'll we be working with today? Visa, American Express, MasterCard? I'm sorry, I don't take Diners Club or Discover.
Visa, I guess?
Oh, great. May I see your card, please?
Yeah. I'm kind of in a rush here, so.
Yeah, I understand. One second. Oh, you know what? I gotta enter the 3-digit security code. There we go. Okay, how much would you like to give today, sir?
$2?
Oh, it's a $10 minimum on credit card transactions.
Fine. $10 is fine.
And a $3.75 surcharge.
Okay. That's good.
I just need you to enter your PIN, please. It's just gonna take a minute to connect to the server. It's a lovely day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, very funny, huh? Actually, it's quite sad, isn't it? In 2013, the estimated number of people in Portland considered homeless varied between 3,000 and 15,000, depending on how strictly the term was defined. They all shared something in common, however. They are virtually invisible to the rest of Portland's population. In order to get help, the homeless need to get noticed. And in order to get noticed, the homeless need to employ tactics that will help them catch the public's attention. The creative class has unique problem-solving skills that can be applied to this situation. The following ideas were developed as an example of what could ultimately evolve into a suite of guerrilla social tools that could be used to combat the invisibility of the homeless. These tools vary in complexity, required infrastructure, cost or potential reach, and are intended to jumpstart the process of bringing creative talents to bear on a complex social issue. These particular examples play with the concept of the Quick Response Code, or QR code, as a means of bridging the digital and material worlds, and in so doing attempt to subvert and capitalize on the public's love affair with a smartphone. The first idea is simple and cheap. It can be executed by a single individual at a variety of scales throughout the urban environment. A large piece of cardboard is cut to resemble the shape of a person sitting on the sidewalk or pushing a shopping cart. The shape is painted white and emblazoned with a provocative phrase and a QR code. Finally, it is fastened in place with duct tape in a location where one may or may not expect to encounter the homeless. The QR code can link to a variety of different URLs on the internet. These could be informative, calls to action, artistic, solicitations of donations for an individual or organization, and so forth. In this case, the message reads, "Hate panhandlers?" with a mysterious QR code. The code links to a donation page headed with the message, "Then help the homeless," a phrase which resolves differently depending on whether the target perceives the homeless with sympathy or with disdain. The individual designer can choose the message and type of desired action, but there is obviously potential for this idea to be social criticism or a clever indictment of those who would ignore the problem, while at the same time collecting any donations arising out of either guilt or appreciation at the tactic's effort. Sleeping Rough is a potential fundraising event where participants gain first-hand experience of a night on the streets to bring awareness and empathy to the issue of homelessness. As envisioned, participants would either pay an entry fee or solicit pledges among friends and colleagues to cover it. Any proceeds are donated to a pre-announced agency that works with the homeless population. Participants receive a cardboard sign with a pre-printed QR code and a black marker so they can customize their sign. Each QR code connects to an event webpage with information about homelessness, the ability to take online donations or video recorded by the participant, who talks about the personal experience with the issue of homelessness and any new insight gained by participation in the event. During the event, participants will be encouraged to panhandle on behalf of the cause. They will engage bystanders and pedestrians in dialogue and try to get them to donate and learn more by scanning the QR code and visiting the event webpage. They are also encouraged to have friends, family, and colleagues stop by at any point during the night to offer support or experience the event by proxy. Just imagine the stories they'll be able to tell at their next cocktail party. And finally, a system that allows people to donate money to panhandlers via a QR code. This solves a problem for both donor and the recipient. The donor gets to avoid a situation they feel uncomfortable in that might keep them from helping someone in need, whether out of distrust, disgust, lack of cash, change, time, or the like. Since people pay for everything else with a debit or credit card, now they can donate to a panhandler when they don't have cash or change on hand. Or if they pull up at an intersection and the light changes before they can help someone standing there. They can now get help from all these people who aren't carrying change. Like the Sleeping Rough event, signs with QC codes on them are key. Potential donors can snap a photo of the code and later, when they have a few spare minutes, can process it with an app that decodes it and launches a personalized web page. That page is either linked to that specific individual and ready to take a secure online donation, or linked to a shelter or food bank where these donations can be paid in toward meals, services, or a room. Donors have the additional comfort of knowing their money isn't getting used for alcohol or drugs. This option involves the most back-end infrastructure. People and workspace will be needed to record individuals' videos and put them online, as will some way to take donations in and distribute those funds to an individual's account, hold funds in trust, or convert to script, which can be used at participating local businesses. There are, however, several potential opportunities for community tie-in on this proposal. Businesses could choose to advertise or somehow subsidize a portion of this process in return for ad space on coded signs and the online pages. Local artists and writers could work with the homeless to brand them and raise the chance they'll attract donors through creative approaches or increased visibility. Unfortunately, in a trial run of this concept, a test subject found it almost impossible to engage the public with a QR-coded cardboard sign. Perhaps this only further establishes the urgency of addressing the problem of the invisible homeless population.